All right, guys, here we go. Totes had a pretty big injury to himself in real life, so there will not be a camera on tonight. We are in a weird position. However, figured out something. So, tonight, a lot of different things going on, but let's start with, we have two King of the Ring matches. Remember, we have 4 to finish out round 1, so we will do that. 2 tonight, 2 on Thursday night, Thunder. We'll get those out of the way. Championship matches on the line here tonight. There are so many different things that are going to happen tonight. It is unbelievable. You will not want to take your eyes off the screen for a moment, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. What is going on, Sentinel? Welcome to the stream. So here we go. Very first, King of the Ring round 1 match. Remember, in these matches, the first 2 that go out are eliminated. How are you doing today, brother?
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 280 pounds, Scott Hall.
So Scott Hall making his way down to the ring, a member of the Clique. Is he going to be able to advance the Clique here tonight and get them guys set up, being in the King of the Ring? Remember, the Clique: Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Triple H, S.Michaels, also a member of the Clique, in this match as well. Will those guys be able to help themselves and move both members on? And X-Pac. However, before any other members of the Clique are going to make their way down to the ring, Damian, the brand new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, now making his way down to the ring with the all-new redesigned WCW belt.
And his opponents, first from the old country, weighing in at 337 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Damian.
So Damian, if that does not freak you out, you are in the wrong business. You should be in horror films, because I am freaked out every time this guy just comes down to the ring. What is going on, Viperio? Welcome to the stream. Viperio, I'm going to tell you right now, you are in for a very special treat. Yes, you are. You have an all-new look. And you will be wrestling tonight. Yeah, I got hurt on a boat. Might have ripped my calf muscle, tore a tendon. Don't know. I won't know till Thursday. So right now, I'm kind of laying back. Foot is elevated. Didn't figure you guys wanted to watch that. Nice. Welcome to the stream, Becky. Becky wrestling tonight. Some big news between Becky and Witcher will be announced tonight at the start of Becky's match. So want to keep watching out for that. But look at this guy here. Brand new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, just beat Blackheart. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, him and Blackheart not done wrestling. Definitely not done. A lot more wrestling for those two in the future, no doubt about that. But Damian, it's Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. Look at the state of this. Shawn Michaels now making a very special entrance into the King of the Ring tournament. Shawn Michaels never won not to make some crazy type entrance. So here he comes. And to be fair, I've never seen this entrance before, so I'm as shocked as anybody else out there. Yeah, it is going to be interesting. To this point, I could get nobody in the Bikers to agree to a match until Witcher said what she said. What is going on, Bama? Welcome to the stream, brother. Came down in a white hat and a white coat, all that gone now. Shawn Michaels now a member of the Clique, making his way down to the ring. And that goes to show you that nobody that is in the King of the Ring competition, it should definitely show you that nobody cares about what faction you're in.
San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
But what faction you're in, what faction you're on, what faction you're around does not matter. There can be only one king. And every single man and every single woman in the Queen of the Ring competition has got to forge their own path. What is going on, Witcher? Welcome to the stream. Shawn Michaels has never been accused of not knowing how to make an entrance. Definitely knows how to make an entrance. And we will get this last competitor down to the ring right now. A member of DX.
Representing D-Generation X from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 267 pounds. One half of the WCW Extreme Tag Team Champions, Jay Wagner.
So gotta be interesting too for another reason. So you have two members of the Clique. You have the brand new D-Generation X 2.0 leader Jace Wagner making his way down to the ring, and Shawn Michaels, a former member slash leader slash founder of D-Generation X. So this has got to be interesting for him. Did they make the right decision when they passed the torch on to Jace? We will see. Don't think you'll be too mad if he beats him, though, and advances into the King of the Ring. But what a match we're going to have going here tonight. Remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. Let everybody out there know we are but 4 subscribers away from 1,000. Let's catch up our ticker right now. So here we go. Remember, first 2 men eliminated out of the King of the Ring competition. Last 2 men standing will take on their respective seeds and advance into round 2. After every single Monday Nitro and Thursday Thunder, at the end of the week, we will have another round advancing the King and Queen of the Ring. So that is a big deal going on right now, and oddly in real life going on in the WWE as well. So it normally never coincides with our universe mode, but coinciding it is right now. So members of the Clique getting after it. Damian and Jace getting after it. And I got to be honest, if I was in the Clique, I'd rather wrestle each other too than have to wrestle the WCW World Champion. What is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream, brother. So Damian now getting up underneath the ring. Jace on the ground. Damian grabbing that stop sign. Jace stops it just in the nick of time, but look at where he's about to DDT him, right onto the diamond-plated part of the ramp. But Damian up quickly, throws him in to the barricade. Picks him back up. S.Michaels trying to do some damage. Damian saying, get off me. Sean saying, no way. So it's kind of funny. I probably would have sat back if I was Jace, but Jace not sitting back, and it seems like Jace is the only one so far this match that has been able to get the best of Damian. Now Damian and Scott Hall trying to get, but look at this, leader of D-Generation X not having it. Scott Hall, though, being the wily veteran that he is, sits back, doesn't do anything. S.Michaels now going for the pin. And Jace, while he's playing it up to the crowd, Damian gets back to his feet, and I have a feeling he's about to show him why he is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion right now. Look at this. Oh, picks him up now, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And but a 2 count. On to Damian. Scott Hall now. Those guys kicking that guitar around should kind of shock nobody's picked him up. Picked up that guitar and actually used it. But that is crazy. What is going on, Solo Season? Welcome to the stream. If you guys have not checked out Solo Season Universe's channel, I would go subscribe right now. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Subscribe to the channel. One of the most entertaining wrestling channels I have watched in a long time. And if you have a character and want him to upload it, just let me know and we will get it uploaded into his universe. His universe is a participation universe, but it is a heck of a lot of fun. The more I watch, the more I am kind of starting to understand it. It's not that it's hard to understand, it's just I'm old, you know what I mean? Damian now looking like he's wanting to go old school. Jace turns it around, however, now whips him into the rope. S.Michaels super kick right on to the leader of D-Generation X. Could not go for the pin. Jace wisely rolls out of the ring, and now Damian like a dog on a bone on to S.Michaels. Big elbow off that second, and look, it doesn't take the top rope for Damian to jack you up. And almost a 3 count. Damian split open, didn't even notice that had happened, but blood pouring out of the forehead of Damian. Jace cleaning house right now. S.Michaels trying to get back to his feet. Damian in true Undertaker style fashion, just like his dad, gets up faster than anybody expected. But Scott Hall trying to put an end to that, trying to help out his Clique brother right there. And now the Clique trying to get things turned around back in their favor, and Damian takes another DDT, but kicks out with no count. Scott Hall now looking around, Might be going for that guitar. Jace, however, is like, hey, remember when you dropped me on my head? Look, now they're having a little conversation. Scott Hall said, stop interrupting him. Ends up saving Jace from a worse fate, though. Damian had already picked up that chair. And just like no good deed that goes unpunished, Shawn Michaels ends up saving Jace. Doesn't even realize it. And that's the Jace of Spades. No way Shawn Michaels recovers from that. 2. And look at Shawn Michaels showing you why he was a WWE Hall of Famer. Kicks out of the Jace of Spades, which I got to tell you right now, nobody wants to be a part of. The Golden Sledgehammer and the Jace of Spades, 2 of the most deadliest finishing moves we have right now in WCW. Jace hands Shawn Michaels the sledgehammer and then takes it away from him. Not nice to give presents and then take them right back away. Like you're like, hey, unwrap this present. You like the shiny watch? Nope, now you don't like it anymore because now it's my watch and you take it away. Double team on the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. And Shawn Michaels coming out on top, throwing Jace back in the ring. You almost got to wonder with some of the saves that Shawn Michaels has made onto Jace, if Shawn Michaels, maybe he's not a member of the Clique, maybe he is trying to ensure that D-Generation X 2.0 advances in this match. And I'll tell you who's not trying to make sure that happens. Scott Hall, chair shot after chair shot after chair shot. Jace now down. Shawn Michaels taking out Scott Hall. Damian kind of wisely taking a little bit of time. Like true veteran style fashion. He's not a vet, but look at that. Shawn Michaels a little bit too fast. And now Scott Hall whipping Jace into the referee. Jace recovers in time. Crazy neckbreaker maneuver now. 1, 2. And he kicks out in 2. So not any lack of entertainment in this very first match. That is serving as part of round 1 of the King of the Ring tournament. 2 matches will happen tonight, this one and the next. And 2 matches will happen on Thunder. That might be it for the champion, though. 1, 2. And Damian kicks out of the Jace of Spades. And I got to tell you, Jace, he's got to be shaken up. Not many people actually kick out of it now, going for one of the fatal flaws of our universe mode. Usually when you go for the stairs, you pay the price. And paying the price he is. 1, 2. Shawn Michaels again kicking out. Scott Hall is like, what is going on? Is he going to do it again? Thought he might do it again. Look at this. Jace getting this little, like, micro burst of energy, looking like he was finished. A little finite. And look at Scott Hall. Throws the stairs. We have never seen the stairs being thrown. But that is what just happened. And he landed it right between the eyes. And Jace kicks out. Shawn Michaels going after him. Scott Hall going after Shawn Michaels. Shawn rolling up the leg. But not all for naught. So super kick is Shawn Michaels crawling over now. Can he get his arm onto Damian, or is somebody going to cover Damian? Doesn't look like he can do it. Gets to his feet, falls back over now. 1, 2, 3. And just like every other former world champion, the current world champ, eliminated out of round 1 of the King of the Ring. Oh, I know what 20 points means now, and Totes could definitely use the 20. Thanks, brother. Oh, can Jace catch Shawn Michaels riding dirty? Is he going to get the pin? And no! Scott Hall tries to stop him. Jace fighting through it. Shawn Michaels getting back to his feet. Charles Robinson for a change in the right position. But here it comes. Number 3, Jace of Spades. 2, 3, and Shawn Michaels and Jace Wagner will be advancing in the King of the Ring tournament into round 2. But now the seeding, how will they go in? Will somebody be carrying the momentum in there, or will they not? So Shawn Michaels all match, whether he's meant to or not, has been helping out Jace. But it looked like Shawn Michaels was getting ready to go for the super kick. Jace a little too close. And so Shawn Michaels having to change up the tactics. But grabs Totes' baseball bat and wackerdoodle. Whoop, whoop. And top of the noggin to you. Jace takes that baseball bat and hits a double line drive right into center field. Shawn Michaels not having it. Look at this. Shawn Michaels feeling it now. 2, 3, and look at that. Solo season calls it. Shawn Michaels is the winner.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
So, holy mackerel, Shawn Michaels takes a Jace of Spades, ends up competing in the rest of the match. Jace gets both the other pins, but Shawn Michaels comes out the winner in this match. So, goodness graciousness, but that only leaves 3 matches left. We will have one more tonight, and then you guys are going to witness some things that we have never seen in our WCW Universe Mode. Every match almost seems like it's got huge implications, not just on titles, but just on the general wrestling way, the general wrestling direction, and the way this universe is going. So, you aren't going to want to miss a minute of it. Now, if you haven't noticed, GiGi Dolan just signed recently by WCW, makes it in just barely into the Queen of the Ring competition. So GiGi Dolan will make her debut here tonight. Didn't really see this signing coming, but ended up happening. And that's not all.
The following is a fatal 4-way Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, GiGi Dolan.
That is not all. Xia Li also signed by the WCW, not in this match, but Xia Li will be facing off for the WCW Women's Championship here tonight. And as we draw closer to that match, you will see why. There are rumors right now in the backstage area that we're trying to keep our ear down to the grindstone, right? We're trying to keep it down on the railroad tracks, see if that train is coming. But there is a rumor that the train is coming, and it is coming tonight.
And her opponents, first, representing the Authority, from no place in particular, the Natural, Victoria VanDiver.
Victoria VanDiver now making her way down to the ring. If you remember back in Season 5, really making a splash into our universe, immediately winning the Women's World Championship, but now finds herself in a tag team. So 2 of the strongest women in the tag team division, Victoria VanDiver and Judge Julie Justice, form after the fall of the 4 Horsewomen. But now tonight, trying to make her advancement into the Queen of the Ring and show you why she should be called the top women's wrestler. Oh, you are still on time, Dubs. Dubs is the only other person but me that knows kind of what is going to happen tonight. Doesn't know how, just knows that it is. So you start looking around the WCW of some of the top female women competitors, and I've got to tell you, GiGi Dolan has got her work cut out for her tonight. Going up against Miss Nightmare, contender for a world championship, going up against VVanDiver, multi-time world champion. Now, the only world champion we've had so far in WCW is Ozzy. But these women here are the ones that could make a change to that last statement. So that's what we got to watch out for. But yeah, Viperio and Dubs going to be teaming up tonight, going after the world titles. We know that that match is going to happen, and it lines up with the rumors that we have heard, along with Xia Li going after the women's world title, but we may not know until those guys come out.
The NWO from Austin, Texas, one half of the Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Grim Reaper, Mighty Watson.
So Misti Watson, another former world champion. So GiGi Dolan, like I said, has got her work cut out for her. You guys very well could be. We'll see. We don't know yet. We'll have to see if what I'm hearing is true. As we move closer to those matches, hopefully we will have a little bit more information. But GiGi Dolan, again, former world champion, and former world champion. So it's going to be something, that is for sure. That's the cool thing about the different universes. You never know. Here you might be buddies. In the SSU, you might be enemies. Hard to say. Totes might be a good guy here, might be a bad guy in the SSU. You know what I mean? Look at this. New repertoire this season incoming. And jumps through using those heeled boots. Kicking GiGi Dolan right in the face. Now going after a kendo stick. Goes for the pin. And kicks out in one. We do have it on good authority. We just got this news in that Viperio, Xia Li, and Dubs have all made it to the arena together tonight, along with a fourth person. We were not able to catch his name. All we know is it was a male wrestler, but all three showing up to the ring tonight, and that kind of lends credence to what we've been hearing. Still doesn't prove anything, but it does lend credence to what we've been hearing. Now, one of the crazy things when looking at these female competitors is you can see that Miss Nightmare has kind of went more lean muscle this season. But the same height, and along with VVanDiver, kind of the taller, the leaner type of a look. And what that does is generate more power when you look at the height of some of the moves. Like this move right here, you look at how tall Victoria is. Now, you let GiGi do that in reverse, not as big of a deal. Still hurts, right? But doesn't generate as much force. So these moves way stronger. And look at that. Miss Nightmare connects, but probably pays a little bit of a price. And VVanDiver, smart, realizes that she has got to take advantage of that. Looks like she was going somewhere else. Misti tries to play it up to the crowd, and every time one of these women try to play it up to the crowd, Victoria is there to let them know that is a mistake. GiGi Dolan now trying to get the great equalizer. Charles Robinson counting it out, but not quite even a 2 count. So VVanDiver really looking like she is really controlling this match. And now GiGi Dolan trying to fight through it. Misti getting back to her feet. And I wasn't sure if she was going to go after Miss Nightmare or not, but tried to get her. Tried to run that shoulder block right into her, hits her with it, but Miss Nightmare staying on her feet and wanting to get after VVanDiver, but none of the other women want her to do it. GiGi Dolan and Misti trying to get after it. Miss Nightmare starting to learn that, hey, maybe I should fight the one in front of me. And now both. I mean, that is a lot of action right there in front of the table. Now, Miss Nightmare rolling up the leg and getting a 2 count. GiGi now playing it up to the crowd. Victoria trying to get back to her feet. Misti trying to get back to her feet. And GiGi wisely stays on top of it. But look at the fight in Victoria. Victoria trying to get things going, but GiGi wisely staying on top of it. Not letting Victoria get too involved or too far recovered. And now Misti, 1, 2. And look at that, Miss Nightmare. Miss Nightmare, a hard one to pin. Misti is having a hard time believing that she can't get it done. But look at this. Is VVanDiver going to tap out? Are we going to get a quick upset from GiGi Dolan? Didn't happen, but something we definitely got to keep an eye on. Whoa, that's an owie. And there it is. Miss Nightmare eliminated by Misti Watson from the match. And look at this. Can Victoria do it? Oh, sees Misti coming. And now laying the rights, getting back to work on GiGi. Now we have 2 redheads versus the blonde VVanDiver. Victoria, you can tell, a little bit tired. Is she going to be able to eliminate one of these women right now? Maybe try to do it before Misti gets back to her feet. Gets her. Rolls her up. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Using the leverage of the ropes, but not enough to take out GiGi, and she is pissed off now. This is her finisher. Hits her with it. Rolls up the leg, and Misti breaks it up. For what reason? Maybe it's a little loyalty, little redhead loyalty going on right now. I don't know. But Victoria doesn't care what it is. Played a little possum, reaches through the ropes, gets the kendo stick, brings it into the ring, and crack. And Victoria, look at this, really gonna hit her with it again. Finishing move, and again, the reason that move is so devastating is because of the height. And a 3 count, so Misti Watson, VVanDiver will advance. Look at that. The kendo stick is stuck into the ring and threw Misti right into that. Lucky she didn't get impaled by it. And Victoria keeping in control of what is going on here. I wonder if the referee is going to try to get rid of that kendo stick. But look at this. For some reason, Victoria working on the legs of Misti. Not sure why. It looked like that was going to be a huge. Oh, ran into it again. Do you hear it? That is dangerous, but the referee letting it go. And the girls, they know what's going on. They see it. They keep throwing each other into it. Oh, look. She picked it up and got it out of the way. That was almost a finishing moment. Misti, not known for going to the top rope. And a huge elbow. That might do it right there. 1, 2, 3. And Misti and Victoria VanDiver will advance in the Queen of the Ring competition. I'm going to tell you what, expecting a lot out of both of these women. Misti Watson kind of on a roll. Victoria VanDiver, you can tell, dominating performance by her as well. But that is it for our last two King and Queen of the Ring matches for this evening. Now we get on to the greatest U.S. champion that the women's division has ever seen. TJones coming after Jane once again to try to regain her United States Championship title.
Is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's United States Championship.
Yeah, if that's, hey brother, if you want me to take a shot at it, I'll look at what you got and then try to keep it in the same thing. Just see if I can totesify it a little bit. I was looking at some of your arenas though. They are pretty badass. It's funny when we were watching wrestling back in the day, back in the old WCW days, in the old WWE Attitude Era, and the old ECW, I don't think we understood what we were watching. You know, you listen to some of those guys talk like Triple H, The Rock. They said they didn't understand it either. They didn't get, they just were going out and competing every night and didn't understand the level that they were actually competing at. They knew it was a high level, but to have that many superstars at the same time, absolutely crazy. So Jane now making her way down to the ring. You know, for a long time, all of season 5, we only had one WCW World Champion. That is still true to this day. But we also only had one United States Women's Champion. And that changed here in season 6 when Heather beat her for the belt. Jane then beat Heather on the Thunder following Nitro. And now TJ getting a shot again at her. And I feel fine saying her WCW United States Championship title belt.
Introducing the challenger from Sweetwater, Texas, the living legend, TJones.
The living legend versus the legend killer. Listen to this.
And her opponent from Leeds, England, the WCW Women's United States Champion, the legend killer, Jace.
That is crazy. Did not put 2 and 2 together, but once we did, it definitely added up to 4. The legend, the living legend versus the legend killer. Which one will come out on top tonight and retain or win back the United States title belt? We are about to find out right now. You couldn't probably find two more evenly matched wrestlers. Both of them have very unique style finishing moves. And look at this, Jane right away kind of getting off to a quick start, but TJ saying no way, and now they stand in the ring toe-to-toe, kind of duking it out a little bit. And you know this is going to be a lot of back and forth. If you don't think that things aren't going to be going back and forth, I got news for you. I got the news for you. That's right. This is going to be a back and forth match right now. Jane on top. TJ, her finishing move requires her to be coming off the top rope with her opponent standing up. And if it's hard to land, but if she can land it, there ain't no way you get up from that. I wish that you can make the super finishers like the AI do a better job with the super finishers, because that would definitely be one of them. And wrestling for real, what they call that is protected finishing moves. For instance, Baron Corbin's The End of Days, never kicked out of. But it's a protected finishing move. So it would be nice if we had a few of those. What is going on, McWayne? Welcome to the stream. Guys, we are only 4 subscribers away from the magical 1,000 mark. Can we hit that in this stream? So, title belt on the line, cannot win the look at how fast TJ got up, and I thought Jane wouldn't see her coming, and she does. Remember, Jane at one time a member of the Four Horsewomen. When that group disbanded, she became a member of the Order of the Phoenix, and look at the state of that. I thought it was going to be an old rumper bumper, but instead jumps over the top, grabs her, and kind of a reverse Hurricane Rana right onto the head of TJ. Not good for TJ now. This is typically the move that sets up Jane's finisher, but she'll go for the pin right now. And already a 2 count. Jane now getting all kinds of fired up in the corner over there, setting up for it. Here we go, last dance of Mary Jane. No last dance. TJ says she needs a couple more dances. Here's one boot to the face. She has 2 left feet, and now Jane's got one of them. So TJ getting things turned around right now. Kind of was going at a pretty quick pace, slows it down just a bit. And you got to watch out. She will take it off the top rope. That is her main deal. Gets it going. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And almost a 3 count right there. Thought all of a sudden we might have a brand new U.S. champion. I was in the 200s for a long time, so I know what you're talking about. Charles Robinson on the count, up to 3 already. And it looked like TJ was going to get that thing turned around. Thought we might have been seeing a golden sledgehammer incoming, but right now, Jane, what is that? Little flippity-doo-dah. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter for Jane. She is the current U.S. champion. She'll take the count-out win. She's done it before, and it looks like she's going to do it again. And that is 10. Jane will retain the WCW United States Women's Championship.
And still
I'm going to tell you right now, Jane, former women's Four Horsemen member, definitely a Four Horsewoman move right there. She will take the count-out win. Not any skin off her back. All she cares about is the win. And that's exactly what happened. Now, GC Rock facing off against Herbie for the WCW Television World Championship. You know, if you talk to Rowdy, remember, it's Rowdy's favorite title.
Is scheduled for one fall, and is for the WCW World Television Championship.
Look at the state of Herbie. Got the division logos on his outfit, now making his way down to the ring. Remember, Herbie had left for a while, wrestled over in Japan, but is now back in the WCW and ready to go. Gets his first title shot since being back. Will he be able to dethrone GC Rock and take that television championship? You know, when we're looking at dominant champions, we have Ozzy, we have Shyanne on the women's side, and on the men's side, we had Blackheart and we have GC Rock, but Blackheart then loses his title to Damian in the last episode. If you guys haven't noticed too, the television titles for the men and women, both redesigned. GC Rock's title entrance changed to something that makes a lot more sense now. So we're going to see Herbie giving up the size to GC Rock, but a lot of the wrestlers in WCW would be giving up size to GC Rock. So that isn't what's going to make the difference. What's going to make the difference is the pacing of the match.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, Herbie! And his opponent from London, England, weighing in at 311 pounds, the WCW World Television Champion, the unrelenting GC Rock.
So GC Rock checking out his title belt one more time. People have tried, people have come, but since he has won this belt from Goldberg, nobody has even come close to taking it. Is that going to change tonight? Herbie now checking it out, going, okay. This is what it's all about. Charles Robinson showing the belt off to the crowd, letting everybody know that that is the title belt that is on the line here tonight. Another neat trivia question. This is the 109th episode of our universe with the same characters. Some characters have come, some characters have gone. My face has been on every single episode until this one. So maybe that's a Totes trivia question later on in life. Herbie now getting after GC Rock, and that is one of the things that you are probably going to want to do. Try to keep the pace up tempo, because with most of the big guys, the slower pace only benefits them. They may have like bursts of energy where they get after it for a second, but if you see most of them, they try to keep it slow and steady. Big power moves in and out. Herbie has got to get past probably the grabs early on and work on striking. If he can get the striking, wear GC Rock down, he may have a shot at this. Now tries, whips GC Rock up and over the ropes, but wisely goes after him, maybe trying to use the outside of the arena maybe to his advantage. GC Rock, however, has different plans. And watch out, chugga chugga choo choo on that. Runs Herbie right into that yellow barricade. You can see right there. Heavy steel on the backside, and now drops him right on the back of his head and shoulders, which Herbie doesn't need. Herbie has no hair, no need for a dandruff shampoo. But Herbie, nonetheless, getting some head and shoulders knocked around right now. Herbie, though, wisely is like, man, this is not working. That was not the right strategy. Let's get him back in the ring, and let's try to work on it now. Big DDT. Look at that. GC Rock getting up, but a little slow to get up. But not slow enough. Whips Herbie into the ring, right into those side posts, and look at that. Pretty good for a big guy, getting the boot upside his head. He got the boot upside his head. And now takes him and throws him right into that ring post, rolls up the leg. 2. And Herbie kicking out with some authority in 2. GC Rock letting him know that he doesn't appreciate him looking weaker than he might be. And now GC Rock kind of picking up the pace, keeping the pace moving quick against Herbie. Goes, takes, picks him up, and even crazier neck breaker than we saw in the last match. 2. And Herbie again kicks out in 2, but look at this. GC Rock is kind of sensing that maybe the end is nigh. And here we go. If you thought the last thing was a freight train, look at that. Big old boot, and that is going to set him up. If GC Rock can get this in, it might be all over but the crying. But Herbie knows that. He has scouted it out and has seen that he does not want to be up in the Rockopotamus. That is for sure. And now Herbie goes for his finisher, pulls up the leg. 1, 2. And I thought that we were about to have a brand new WCW World Television Champion. But GC Rock kicking out of the love bug that Herbie just put him in. And Herbie setting up for it again. Gets GC Rock, pulls the arm through, has him up, and hits it again. This might be over. 1, 2, and how did he do it? Kicked out of it twice. The GC Rock trying to get back to his feet now does, and that might be a mistake. Look at this, using the helmet. 3 headbutts in a row. Herbie can't stay down, but GC Rock getting after it right now. Herbie using them ropes. G whips him into the ropes, hits him in the gut, picks him back up, and a huge clothesline. Put a little stank on the end of that one. And gee, it was weird. It looked like he couldn't tell what he wanted to do, but then finally picks an avenue to go with. Using the ring against Herbie. Herbie now fighting back. Whips GC Rock into the corner. Whips him out again. Oh, thought he was going for the pin, but GC Rock doesn't let that go down that way. And looks like he might be setting him up. Just split him open, and now could we see the Rockopotamus incoming? Not before a mud hole gets stomped. Not before the mud hole. GC Rock looks like he's letting the crowd know, and that's exactly what he's doing. Can Herbie avoid it again? GC Rock has him up, and what goes up must come down. Rockopotamus style. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and GC Rock will retain the men's WCW Television Championship.
Here is your winner, and still WCW World Television Champion, the unrelenting GC Rock.
Now we are drawing closer and closer to the men's World Tag Team Championship match here tonight. There has been rumors that it is possible that a new faction has formed. But I don't think we are going to be able to verify that until they come out. And that match is going to happen against the New World Order. So it looks like that is exactly what has happened, but we are about to find out. You can hear some brand new music. You can see some brand new things going on, and look at this. We had heard rumors that a new faction is formed. We're not sure on all the members as of yet, but the faction is called the Syndicate, and what we know so far is it has got to involve Viperio, Xia Li, and Andrew Dubs. We do not know who the fourth member is as of yet. We have heard rumors, but I can hardly believe those to be true, so we are not going to talk about it here. But here is the Syndicate. You could see recently some things that have gone down where these guys feel like they haven't got their fair shake, and they think that they should be in more title matches, and here is their very first. So hard to say they are wrong, but Viperio coming out with his brand new look. Andrew Dubs was supposed to come out with this new look, but something happened. And now the dominating New World Order, the WCW World Champions, making their way down to the ring, will be the first to face off against the Syndicate. And make no mistake about it, the Syndicate, we have had some interesting tweets as of late. Syndicate talking about they are coming for the New World Order, for the Four Horsemen, and for any other faction, for D-Generation X and any other faction that stands in their way. Are they going to be able to back those words up tonight and take home the WCW World Tag Team Championship title belts?
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 446 pounds. The Professional Wrestling Extreme Classic Champions, the Syndicate. And their opponents at a combined weight of 471 pounds. the WCW World Tag Team Champions, LA Knights and Braun Breaker, the NWO.
That is for sure. Herbie's the closest one to ever taking that belt back from GC Rock. Didn't happen tonight, but great showing by Herbie tonight. Now the New World Order trying to follow in the path of GC Rock and hold on to their WCW World Tag Team title belts. Will they be able to do it against Viperio and Andrew Dubs, the newly formed Syndicate? Now I'm going to tell you what, I don't think the Syndicate probably a bunch of nice guys either. Sounds like they have got a mission that they are on, and they are out to prove something. Now, still a mystery, though, who could be any other member of the Syndicate. Look at that. Lining them up, letting them know, knee to the head, rolls back in. And when you put these two guys together, you are going to see a lot of interesting wrestling. LA Knight getting back to his feet. Big punch now, bringing in the big man, Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker kind of looked, well, both of these wrestlers, to be fair, look like they might be on a path to start winning some singles championships, end up forming, because the leader of the NWO, John Cena, said that he wanted these tag team title belts, and these two brought them back to him, taking out one of the longest standing tag teams that we have in the Maniacs. Haven't seen a lot from the Maniacs since then. Now Viperio in with this brand new look, and look at that. Almost Viper-like. Striking fast, striking hard, and taking the fight straight to Braun Breaker. Not typically what you want to do, but that is almost the style that both of these guys will get after. Loving the brand new look, loving the new Syndicate, to be fair. And look at these guys. I mean, they're not just fighting the NWO. Right now, they are dominating the NWO. And Viperio not letting them get over there. Almost like toying with them. And Braun Breaker now trying to fight back through. Trying to get back in control. Viperio jumps to his feet. Braun grabs him quickly, brings him over to the corner. Are we about to see our first double team move of the night? Yes, we are. Roll right there on the back. That lower back area of Viperio, but Viperio not having it, going to the upper chest of LA Knight, and back and forth these two go. Viperio might need to get Andrew Dubs into the match. And look at the NWO in true NWO fashion, just kind of showing off for the crowd. Haven't had a lot to show off yet. And Viperio getting that turned back around. Look at this. Now, if that's not a weird looking owie, I don't know what is. Getting him again, wrenching back on that arm. Kind of slowing down what's going on, and now rolls towards his half of the ring. And he's going to take this opportunity to get Dubs back in the match. Look at this. Dubs quickly striking onto LA Knight. And while both of them have crazy moves, very different styles of wrestling, and I'm starting to think this newly formed faction might be one of the most dangerous now in WCW. Right now, holding their own against the NWO. Something not a lot of people have been able to do. And while he was trying to get over to his corner, now both times Viperio and AD not allowing that to happen at all. Dubs now getting Viperio tagged back into the match. And Viperio taking advantage of what's going on there. Now, Braun Breaker getting in to break it up. Thought maybe he wasn't going to be able to kick out of it. And the referee making sure Dubs gets back out of the ring. Viperio back to work on LA Knight. But I would say so far, minus one like little spot in the match, Viperio and Andrew Dubs have been controlling this match so far. That is something that we have not seen anybody do against the New World Order. LA Knight trying to get back to his feet, now fighting through, and you got to watch out because LA Knight and Braun Breaker can end a match with a quickness just due to their power. Both men trying to get back to their feet, and look at that. Quick move. Viperio realizes what's going on. Needs a quick breather. But laid out LA Knight. Dubs now pulling him in. Thought he might have been trying to go for a pin there, but doesn't. Instead gets on there, hammer punches right to the head, now throwing the bow, splits open LA Knight, and maybe letting him know that he's not just here for the belts, but he's also here to prove a point. And proving a point is what they are doing. LA Knight trying to fight through, Dubs trying to fight through, throws him over that top rope. And now Dubs finds himself in a bad spot. Braun Breaker ends up breaking up the move. Actually ends up saving Dubs a little bit, and that's got to make you wonder. More and more blood starting to come off the head, though, of LA Knight. So something we'll definitely want to start keeping an eye on. Dubs wisely rolls out of the ring, gets back in, and now on to Braun Breaker, but Breaker sees, throws him into the ropes, picks him up. And that's kind of a little classic dad move right there from Rick Steiner. And now a 2 count. But look at this, Dubs trying to get over to Viperio. Braun Breaker tries to stop him but can't, swings and misses, but then gets him on the grab. Breaker puts him down on the ground, but Viperio fighting through. And Breaker again puts him down on the ground. Trying to slow down this match again, trying to make the match more about power and less about speed. Breaker now tags LA Knight back in. Viperio sees it coming, but can't get anything in time. Oh, huge slam right there. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Viperio kicks out in 2. Hey, welcome back, Dubs. LA Knight now trying to get back at those guys maybe for splitting them open. Viperio trying to get back to his feet. Finally does, but not in enough time. Braun Breaker now goes, rolls him up. 1. And a kick out and only 1. Look at this. Braun probably thought things were going a little bit better. Looks like Braun was trying to stop him, but gets Andrew Dubs in, and that might be a huge mistake. Viperio, though, saves Andrew Dubs, and Dubs goes for the big kick. But Breaker reaches out like AT&T to touch someone. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and out in 2.5. But that is usually the precursor to the spear. I think Dubs understands this very well and is now fighting through it. Oh, there's the 1 kick, followed by the next. Hits him again. Braun Breaker trying to get back to his feet. Dubs waiting on him. Takes him, throws him into the corner. And watch out. This is the end is nigh. The end is nigh. Hits him with this finisher. But look at this. LA Knight right there to break it up. Dubs, though, wisely staying on Braun. Braun trying to fight through. Trying to bring AD back into the corner, but AD stops him from doing that. Tapes him now, whips him into the other corner. Oh, thought he was going for his finisher again. Instead, tags in Viperio. Is Viperio going to get something in right here? Watch out! Braun Breaker trying to get back to his feet. Viperio trying to stop him. I don't think he literally tagged him in, but the referee counted it. LA Knight now has him up, takes him over to the corner. What is going on? Eagle Star, welcome to the stream. LA Knight now rolls up the leg too. And Viperio kicking out in two, now trying to get back to his feet. Takes him back over to the... No, he does not. Viperio also able to fight out of it. Oh, watch out. There's one kick, rolls up the leg. And thought we were about to have brand new tag team champions. Viperio, that is Viperio's finisher. Is he going to be able to get the count? Look at this, Braun Breaker well aware that that was Viperio's finisher, the snake bite. And Viperio now getting Dubs tagged back in the ring. Is Dubs going to be able to grab onto Knight before Knight gets to his feet? Cannot make that happen. Throws him into the corner. Here we go. Double team move incoming again. And right there on the wrist of Dubs. Dubs trying to stop Braun Breaker. Unable to do it. Is Braun going for the pin? Oh, thought he was setting it up. Hits him once. Picks him up. Not sure. I know you've got one finisher. Everybody in our universe only has one finisher. Now watch out. LA Knight setting up for his. Oh, hits him with it. Is Viperio going to be able to break this up? He's in the match. Breaks it up. And now Braun and Viperio getting after it. LA Knight, what is he doing? Looks like he's getting ready to go up to the top rope. Oh, tries to hit him with the elbow. He gets out of the way. Is Andrew Dubs going to be able to take advantage of what's going on right now on the outside of this ring? Right now, the other competitors not paying attention. They don't see what's happening. Andrew Dubs was starting to get fired up, and LA Knight gets back up to his feet and now throws him back into the corner, goes out, takes it to the outside. Not sure what he's trying to do, but in his confusion, AD gets back up, delivers a huge over right hand. And one good kick deserves whatever that is. And will he go for the pin? Oh, stretching out the old hammy. Little moons over my hammy right there. I'll check it out. I'll check out the guillotine and see. I think there's a reason I took those two out, but if that's the one you want, I'll check it out for sure. I just thought the snake bite looked super cool. But yeah. 2, 3, and we have brand new WCW World Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners, the Syndicate.
The Syndicate, brand new faction formed here tonight in front of your very eyes. Not even sure about all the members of the Syndicate, but in their very first match, take the NWO WCW World Tag Team titles from them. Absolutely crazy. And now, in the very next match, another member of the Syndicate, Xia Li, getting ready to take on Ozzy. Can she be the first woman ever to beat Ozzy for the WCW
The following contest is
World Championship?
and is for the WCW Women's World Championship.
So absolutely crazy entrance. You can see why the Syndicate would want Xia Li in it. Now, making her way down to the ring in her debut match for WCW, getting a shot at Ozzy, the only WCW Women's World Champion so far. Can Lee change that here tonight? So Ozzy, former TSW Women's Queen of the Ring when we had the original tournament, now carrying down the inaugural belt for WCW. However, she is the Women's WCW World Heavyweight Champion and the only one so far. Nobody has been able to take the belt off of Ozzy since reforming WCW 2.0. Is that about to change? You know, the Syndicate already gaining some momentum, gaining the men's WCW World Tag Team title belts. Are they going to be able to gain the women's world title belt in singles action here as well? Also, who could be the fourth member of the Syndicate? In their tweets, they alluded to them being four and them having a leader. Who could the leader be?
Introducing the challenger from Chongqing, China, Xia Li. And her opponent from the Queen City, the WCW Women's World Champion and the Ring of Women's All-Star Champion, the phenomenal one, Moxley.
So referee showing off the belt. Obvious size difference, but that would be something for any wrestler that Xia Li faces. But she will wrestle bigger than she is. Oh, look at this. Ozzy getting blocked a couple times and then using that to her advantage and coming through. Now, Ozzy has absolutely dominated the women's division. Very few times even being challenged. Does that change here tonight? Has Xia Li maybe bit off a little bit more than she can chew here? I will tell you, lots of female wrestlers have, so nothing against Xia Li, but kind of a tough one, making her WCW debut against the greatest WCW women's champion we have ever seen, because she's the only one we have ever seen. Yeah, congratulations on the new job. Xia Li now using the kicks and using the strikes. That is her signature of what she wants to do. Keeping it going, trying to keep Ozzy on the ground, which was the best place. If you were facing off against Ozzy, the best place for her, if you've got any hopes of winning. But look at that, Ozzy popping right back up to her feet. Xia waiting on her. Now takes her, throws her into the corner. And using the ring as every advantage she can get, she needs. Ozzy now looking like she played a little bit of possum, and now back and forth they go. Remember, title belts cannot change hands on countouts. We have seen that here tonight. Even though Jane won on the countout, it could have went the other way. The title belt still would not have changed hands. Xia Li right now probably doing better than any of the other female competitors that has gone up against Ozzy so far. Is that going to continue? Ozzy now getting back to her feet probably faster than Xia had planned on. And Ozzy waiting for her. Whips her now into the ropes. And a huge forearm, and that is going to be the problem with anybody who faces Ozzy. She has the ability to beat you in 3 moves. Her moves have got so much power packed behind it that you have got to watch out, because it could be over, and it could be over quickly. Not yet. We're going to see Rowdy in the main event against John Cena, and Paul the Thing will be going after Totes again tonight to try to win back the $1 million title. Now Ozzy setting up for it, and this is what I'm talking about. This could put her out. Can she hit the yellow brick road? Hits it now, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Ozzy will retain the WCW Women's World Championship.
Here is your winner, and still WCW Women's World Champion, the phenomenal one, Oxley.
So Ozzy, we have actually gone through multiple times changing the face cam. Finally got to this one, which we really like. Retains, though, the WCW Women's World Title Belt. And we are down to our last 3 matches of the evening. So, brand new look. Don't even know if I completely finished it, but brand new look for Paul the Thing. Facing off against Totes and the 4 Horsemen.
And is for the Universal $1 Million Championship.
So it's amazing. We haven't seen a lot of title belts on the line here in the past couple Nitros. We've seen some, right? But not a lot. Not like we're seeing here tonight. But there are a lot of things that are starting and a lot of things that seem to be coming to a head. Paul getting his revenge match finally. Wasn't able to do it. King of the Ring stuff going on. And now Paul the Thing getting his shot to win back the WCW, or not the WCW, but the Universal Men's Champion. Brand new look. Still has his other one, but another new look. Paul now making his way down to the ring. I got to tell you, I really like the entrance attire. One way or the other. So Totes McGoats and the Four Horsemen have their work cut out for them here tonight. Paul the Thing, you can tell, is ready to get this match on. And the title belt that looks like it was made for Paul, getting ready to try to take it back after losing it to Totes McGoats. Four Horsemen now making their way down to the ring. You saw Paul, nobody in his corner. Totes has 3 people in his corner. But will that matter here tonight? Paul looks very determined, but if you look at the Horsemen, they always look determined. Quite interesting. We have been working on Totes' moveset, so if you go and download the brand new Totes, there's 2 versions, but the newest one that you can download has got this moveset that you are going to see here tonight. And Rowdy also working on his moveset as well that you will get to see here later tonight. For some reason, it's showing 2 John Cenas fighting each other, and I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense.
Introducing the challenger from Pangea, weighing in at 287 pounds, Paul the Thug. And his opponent from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 258 pounds, the Universal $1 Million Champion and the WCW United States Champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
So missed out on seeing Totes for a couple weeks, but now Totes back in the ring, getting ready to face off against Paul the Thing, putting the $1 Million title back on the line. The one that he had beat Paul for earlier. Will Paul get his revenge here tonight, or will Totes retain the title? If you remember in the first match, the United States and the $1 Million title were on the line. Totes ended up coming out on top of that match. And look at this. I told you, Paul looked determined from the beginning, now getting off to a quick start. Looking like he's drawing some motivation from his brand new costume, his brand new outfit, his brand new look. Totes not sure he was quite ready for Paul to be coming so hard in the beginning, but now Totes trying to get it turned back around, break out of this hold, and does the clap on, clap off, the ear clapper, and a huge clothesline. And now Totes getting back on it. And you know, in the first match, it was the same way, a lot of back and forth. Will the same be true tonight? Paul gonna use every inch of this arena to get that title belt back. I am sure of that. But remember, you cannot win on a countout. So having Totes outside of the ring, remember, he's a horseman. He doesn't care. He'll take the win. He'll let the clock run out. He'll let it expire. And he'll hold on to that title belt. Wait until the last possible minute. Went to punch. Both guys punch, but Paul's connects. Whips Totes into the corner. Totes trying to get his wits about him again. And does. Look at that big knee. And Totes showing you why. He is the $1 million champion. Paul, though, trying to show you why he was. Totes now taking it up top. We don't see a lot of high-flying stuff from Totes, so not sure exactly what's going on here, and it looks like Paul might be a little too far, a little bit out of his reach when that was all said and done. So Totes wisely getting back on the ground and taking the fight back to Paul. Totes now go, roll up the leg, one. Still a little bit early, but them quick pins, you never know. Sometimes they can fool you. Oh, huge slam. You can see Paul grabbing his back and Totes keeping it going, throws him on his back again. Paul now getting back to his feet. Totes waiting on him. Hits him with one, hits him with another, and 3 times. Paul ends up in that corner, and look at that. Scarlett took that off. Is Totes going to use that to his advantage? No, Paul gets things turned back around. But thought Totes might have threw the old splash on him in the corner, and without that ring post, that ring guard right there in the center, that could have caused some damage. Totes trying to get back to his feet, and look at that. Paul talking things over with Scarlett, and then gets put in the extraction. Totes now goes, rolls up the leg. Referee not paying attention. Leave it to Charles Robinson to not know what's going on behind him. Totes now picks him up again. Whips him into the corner. Charles Robinson trying to get in the way. Totes not having it. Hits him. Another clothesline. Now picks him up. And I'm going to tell you the number of times that Paul has hit his back is unbelievable, but he is not going to take that one. And a huge headbutt. That is devastating. Paul now setting up for his move. The Swamp Thing. Is he going to be able to get it in? And he does. Goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and Totes kicks out in 2. Thought that there might have been some horseman help there, but none to be had. Paul now pulling him in away from the ropes. And what is this? Okay, Paul now attacking the back of Totes. Trying to make the inroads there. And look, Scarlett distracting him again, but this time not long enough. And now back and forth in the center of the ring. Paul just missed that from happening. Totes went for the extraction. Paul throws him into the ropes, however. And hits him again with that headbutt. But look at this. Paul also now on the ground. Totes trying to pull himself out of the ring. Paul waiting on him. And look at that. Totes waiting on him there. Oh! Hits him. Hits him again in the head and now sets up for it. Is this going to be over? Puts him in it. Gets him in the extraction. Can he roll him up? Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Totes McGoats will retain the Universal $1 Million Championship.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
Totes my goats holding on to the $1 Million Championship despite being put in the Swamp Thing. Retains the title belt and holds on to it for the Horsemen. You know, title belts right now becoming more important than ever. Look at Totes putting up the 4 fingers, letting you know where he stands. But title belts right now becoming more important than ever with the rise of the Syndicate. So it's going to be vitally important for every faction to try to hold on to all the title belts they can, prove who is the best. But right now, Witcher put out a challenge to Rebecca Dawn, and that challenge starts right here. The challenge goes down like this. Rebecca Dawn needs to face off against the 3 greatest WCW women's competitors, and if she can beat 2 out of 3, Witcher will then put her bike on the line.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Virginia, Rebecca Dawn.
So the 3 top greatest women competitors in WCW. You look at the champions, that has got to be Shyanne Davis, Ozzy, and TJones. So match 1 starts tonight. Rebecca Dawn will face off against Shyanne. No title belt on the line. But if she can beat Shyanne here tonight, she will then only have to beat Ozzy or TJ. So 2 out of 3 wins, and Witcher willingly puts her title or her bike on the line at a match at WrestleMania.
Representing the NWO from St. Louis, Missouri, the WCW Women's World Television Champion and the Universal Women's World Champion, the Extreme Shy Girl, Davis.
So funny, Cheyenne not bringing out the Universal Women's World title belt, only bringing out the Women's Television title. No title belt on the line, but this is almost a must-win for Becky. So 2 out of 3, and Becky gets her shot at Witcher's motorcycle. Yeah, I like Becky's outfit this year too, for sure. Horsemen only have 3 horsemen. Who is going to be the 4th? And will the Syndicate force that decision sooner than later? So far, the NWO has not been able to do it. The Maniacs not able to do it. D-Generation X not forcing the issues. But now with the rise of the Syndicate, will that become a thing? Guys, remember, while we got a chance, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. We are only 3 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. Will that happen tonight? Will we hit 1,000 here tonight? That we've got to wait and find out. Now remember, just like Ozzy can end a match in 3 moves. Cheyenne can end it also in 3 moves. She has got 3 moves that if she does them back to back, people do not get up from. And this is the start of those 3 moves. That is the start of the 3 moves. Is she going to get the next? Nope. The next move would have been her finishing move. Now goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Becky kicking out in 2. Now this is going to be no easy task. No easy task at all. But Becky, if anybody's up to the challenge, it is going to be Becky. Oh, look at this. Cheyenne trying to crawl over. Oh, gets her arm across her. 1. And only a 1 count. But look, you can tell now Cheyenne, too, getting worn out. But is staying in control as of now. What is this? What is she doing? Oh, big slam. No top rope needed. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Becky kicking out in 2. Cheyenne can hardly believe it. Puts her now in the center of the ring, setting up for it. The 8-second ride. Hits her with it, and this might be it. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And people just don't survive the 8-second ride now.
Here is your winner, the Extreme Shy Girl, David.
That does not mean it's over. It just means she can no longer lose. She must now beat TJ and beat Ozzy to get her shot. At least a willing shot at Witcher. Witcher said she'll put her bike on the line. A willing shot at the bike. Now here we've made it to the main event. It is going to be the leader of the NWO versus Rowdy. Will Rowdy be able to let the NWO kind of on a bad roll right here, losing the World Tag Team title belts tonight, but will Rowdy be able to put the NWO on notice as well? Just like the Syndicate did a little bit earlier in the night, that the NWO don't run things around here.
Is scheduled for 1 4, making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 200.
Hey, we'll see you later, Viperio. Thanks for stopping in, brother. And congratulations on your WCW World Tag Team title win tonight. John Cena, though, making his way down to the ring. Haven't seen a lot from John Cena, but if you remember back in the original TSW days, John Cena left WWE to become the commissioner. It wasn't until they worked a deal to join TSW and the WWE together that John Cena started wrestling again. And then John Cena became the leader of the New World Order and led the way to form the brand new WCW 2.0 with the wrestlers of TSW and some of the WWE wrestlers. So that is where we are here. That's where we've got to now. And John Cena now getting ready, it looks like, to start making some title runs.
Representing the Four Horsemen from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rowdy Hunt.
Rowdy Hunt, though, brand new moveset gonna be on display here tonight, coming from the nearest nightclub. Kept the Four Horsemen out partying a little bit late last night, but more than ready to wrestle in this match, looking to put the New World Order on notice to let them know, that's great that you guys have 5 members. We only got 3, even though we're called the Four Horsemen. The 4th Horseman will be incoming, but right now, just other matters at hand that the Horsemen have been dealing with. And the NWO is one of them. So here we go. Look at that, Rowdy. It's kind of new right there, ducking it. Cena getting him in. This bear hug. Kind of wrenching on the lower back, but little clap on, clap off, the ear clapper. And then Rowdy, big clothesline, puts him right into the corner. And Rowdy now taking advantage of that corner to stomp a mud hole into John Cena. Right now, obviously, Rowdy can't see him. I was a little bit worried if he would be able to see him, but he can see him. And rolls up the leg and gets a quick 1 count. But look at the authority. John Cena kicking out. Remember, John Cena, 15-time WWE World Champion, has yet to win the WCW World title, but you got to believe that that is kind of on his agenda right now. John Cena, though, showing you why he is and has been in this business so long, using some veteran tactics right now against Rowdy. Got out of the ring, Rowdy let his guard down, and now John Cena on top of it. Goes, picks him up, and brings him back down. Both men super powerful. Rowdy, look at that. Kind of reaching towards that lower back. Cena immediately sees Rowdy trying to get up, wants to stay in control of what is going on. And look at the crowd. We've got people out there raising the NWO signs. We got people wearing the NWO shirts. We got the Legend Killer right there. Guy out there wearing Jane's shirt. Rowdy now turning it back around on Cena. Gets him a quick body splash off those ropes, and Rowdy staying in control right now, making sure Cena does not get back to his feet unless he wants him to. And a stomp right there for good measure in the lower back. Look at this. Rowdy now going to that second rope, jumps, and Cena just barely gets out of the way. I don't even think Cena realized he had gotten out of the way. And Rowdy back in control again. Picks him up in a huge slam. Now rolls the leg. 1, 2. And only a 2 count, but very easily. You look at the size of both of these guys. That could have easily knocked the wind right out of them. Yeah, absolutely crazy. 997. So far, only need 3 more subscribers to hit 1,000. 998 so far, my bad. 2 away from 1,000. Will that happen here tonight? Or will it happen later on when somebody's rewatching this video and realizes in the next 2 people we could hit 1,000? That will be crazy. Huge accomplishment for the channel and our community, so very excited for all of us on that one. John Cena now trying to get things turned back around. Remember, there is nothing on the line here, just mano a mano. Pride is on the line, but nothing on the line as far as title belts go. So countouts will win it, but look at this, the leader of the NWO not wanting to win against the Horsemen that way. Goes out, gets Rowdy, restarts the count, throws Rowdy back into the ring, though. Rowdy, look at this, getting back up to his feet. Cena playing it up to the crowd in classic NWO fashion. Rowdy sees that, and look at the size of those two. Huge shoulder block off the top rope, and Rowdy now letting it go. Letting the fists go, letting the feet go, staying on top of Cena now. Getting things turned back around. Definitely not having it. And is he going to be able to beat the leader of the 4 Horsemen, or the leader of the NWO? Remember, NWO already losing their title belts to the Syndicate tonight. Now rolls up the leg, 1, 2, and kicking out in 2, and again with a lot of authority, but that was kind of a late kick out, looking like he was trying to get as much rest as he can, trying to recover as much as he can. Now rolls around, Rowdy misses him, and look at that, 1 shoulder block, 2 shoulder blocks, tells him to get up, ducks him, and a big slam, and now thought he was going to tell him that he couldn't see him. 1, 2, and Rowdy kicking out also in 2. These 2 big men going at it. Things are fixing to get real. Oh, says he couldn't see him, picks him up, puts him in the attitude adjustment, but will he be able to get over? Finally gets over, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and Rowdy kicks out of his finisher in 2 and rolls out to the floor. Cena now taking it to the top rope. Rowdy trying to get back to his feet and hits him, splits him open. Look, right on the side of his head. Gets him split open. And now big fist. And Rowdy has got to get this turned around. Gets back up. Here he goes. This is a quick way to turn it around. Look at that. Looking like he might have knocked the wind out of him, staying in that theme, going after the abdomen. Picks him up, and even though he's on the outside of the ring, has him in the Rowdy recliner, wrenching back on that midsection now, lets him up. Probably going to look to get him back in the ring here soon. And will Rowdy go for the pin right here? Will he get the pin, and will John Cena be able to kick out after the Rowdy recliner? No, and Rowdy wins this thing, but what is this? What is this? That's Recon Delta, a member of the NWO, except no markings of the NWO. It says the Syndicate, and this is going to be the Syndicate's new leader. Recon Delta letting the leader of the NWO and the 4 Horsemen know that he is no longer a member and now the leader of the Syndicate. That is crazy. Recon Delta, the newest member of the Syndicate. Guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. We are at 998 subscribers. Are you going to be the 2 that bring us over 1,000? That is all up to you. If you like what you see here, be the 2. But anyway, thank you for everything you guys do. I will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.